into a comfortable seat where you can stay for a few minutes. We're going to start our practice today with some breath work and then move into a guided meditation and then settle down into some poses, ultimately meet in a final rest. So we'll open with kapalabhati, fire, breath of fire, working with the flame, similar to the breath that we did last week. So if you want to watch the recording or you're coming or doing multiple of these classes, we are building on some of the skills. It's the best way to incorporate these things into our practice is to do them more than once. So we'll work with kapalabhati again. Kapala meaning head, skull, third eye. Bhati meaning illumination. So this ancient breathwork technique to help us connect to source, whatever that means to you. Press your sit bones down into your mat wherever you are and lengthen through the crown of your head. Breathe a little more space between each vertebra and then drop your shoulders down. Release your eyebrow muscles. Release your jaw. Take a big breath in through your nose. Fill the belly, fill the chest. And exhale, side out through your mouth. Arrive here now. Nowhere else you need to be for the next 60 minutes. Give yourself permission to be fully present. If you've never done Kapalabhati breath of fire, I'll explain it briefly and then we'll practice a few rounds together. I'll come to my side actually so you can see my belly. So the way this breath works is with short inhales through the nose and forceful exhales that happen from pressing your belly in. So it looks like this. And you see, you can get tired. The more you want to see your belly pressing in to push the air up and out, the better. The speed of this breath doesn't matter. What matters is that the inhales and exhales are even. So if you need to slow down to maintain that evenness, then go ahead and do that. And to amplify this energy, we'll bring our arms up, and up, reaching to the diagonals of the room, fingers spread wide. Breathe in through your nose, fill the belly, and exhale, begin. Keep going, feel your belly pressing in to push the air out. We're going to do a few rounds of 1 minute each. You're almost done. Eyes could be open or closed, 10 more seconds. Keep it up. And release the hands down by your side. Breathe normally. We'll get ready for our next round. We're going to do 1 more minute together, and then we'll do that one more time. So second of 3 rounds. You can reach the arms up if that felt good, or you can leave them palms down on your lap, whichever feels better for you. And inhale to prepare. Exhale, begin. Good, you're halfway there. Keep it up, even inhales and exhales through the nose. 10 more seconds. Good. Release the hands if they're up. Breathe normally. Feel the movement of energy starting to flow inside your body. Vibrations, tingling. Just notice what that feels like. Take a few rounds of normal breath. When we do breath work practice, it's just like exercising. And the beginning, it can feel uncomfortable, maybe even hard. The more we do it, the more we increase our capacity for breath. We strengthen the muscles that help us breathe so that even in our normal daily life, when we're not doing intentional breath work, the quality and depth of our breath is deeper, better, bringing more life force energy in. So give yourself a pat on the back. You're 2/3 of the way done. We'll move into our final round, 1 minute. You choose where the hands are. Inhale deeply to prepare. Exhale, begin. Really feel the belly moving in and out. Passive inhales, forceful exhales through the nose. You're already halfway done. Keep it up. Just 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up. Exhale, side out. Good job. Remain in your comfortable seat or lie down if it feels good for you. Find a place where you'll be comfortable for a few minutes. Bring your awareness into your physical body. Notice the sensation in the low back, in the sacrum, the upside down triangular bone at the base of the spine. See if you can add about 10 pounds to this bone. Get heavy in the sacrum. And then notice what happens to the rest of the spine from that grounded foundation. Allow your breath to come back to natural. No force, no effort. Bring your awareness to your heart center. With the breath that you've just practiced, you have lit a fire, lit a match. Picture this flame in your heart center. Feel its flickering warmth radiating from the inside out to fill the whole chest and upper back. Know that this fire cannot hurt you, that it is here to nourish you, to warm you, and to alchemize any negative, stale, painful, stuck, stagnant energy into open space. As you inhale, send oxygen to this flame and allow it to grow. And as you exhale, just feel the muscles in your body soften onto the support of the bones. Inhale again. Let this flame get so big that it fills your entire torso. Feeling the glow of warmth down into the base of the pelvis, backs of the shoulders, and up through the neck. Keep inhaling to send oxygen to this flame until it fills your whole body. Frequency of love in the form of fire. Feel warm in your fingers and toes. Almost as if the fire is heating up your blood to a cozy temperature that feels snuggled and safe. Here in this place filled with fire. Imagine you can step inside of yourself, inside to the center of this flame. You look up, see the red and orange flickering of light. You look all around you. You're surrounded by red light. Inside the center of this flame, you can feel the heat. You can hear the crackle. I want you to think of a woman in your life who you love very much. Perhaps someone who's had an influence on you, someone who's supported you or seen you. And invite them in to join you inside your flame. Show them around, look up, down, and all around. Tell them that this fire cannot hurt them, that it can only heal. And then I want you to think of another woman who you love very much. And invite them to join you here in this flame. And I want you to keep going, one by one, through your awareness of all the women. Who've impacted you, who've inspired you, who've loved you, who've supported you, who've seen you. Invite them in. Don't worry about it getting too crowded. There's infinite space here inside this flame inside of you. Now I want you to think about a woman who you don't know. Perhaps someone who's been an inspiring figure for many, but who you don't know personally. Or perhaps someone you admire from afar. Invite them in. And now I want you to think of a woman you don't know, you've never heard of. Perhaps on the other side of the planet. Invite her in. And inside this fire, all of you begin to form a circle. Begin to sway together, moving in a circular motion. And without any effort or any consideration, all of your hips start to move in a circle. And before you know it, you begin to dance. You're looking around the circle, smiling at all of these beautiful, incredible, powerful, strong, loving women. You're watching their hips move. Maybe you stay the simple circular motion of your hips, or maybe you bring the movement up into your shoulders, and your arms, and your legs. Maybe you full on dance. Dancing in the fire. Feeling the warmth and the power. And there is a huge smile on your face as you look around this circle. All the women in your circle start to move out of the circle, taking up space, moving around, intermixing, smiling at each other. This dance, almost as if it's one with the flame. Just take a few breaths to be here in this space that you've created. When you're ready, give one big hug to the whole group. Thank them for joining you here. Send them back to where they came. Come back yourself into your body. And notice how this sensation of fire, of joy, of womanhood and sisterhood stays in your body as we move into some movement. Notice how it maybe impacts the quality of your movement or the quality of your thoughts. Very, very slowly take your time to come to a seat if you're not already there. If you're sitting cross-legged, switch the cross so that the other shin is in front. And take your time to set up your palms facing down on the mat. And you'll scooch them underneath your sit bones. Roll the shoulders onto your back body to open up through the collarbone. Already this might feel like an intense sensation across the chest. Breathe into the sensation. Press the palms down, base of the palms press down. And keep reaching your collarbone up and out. Let your gaze lift a little bit. This might be enough for you to stay here. Or if you want a little bit more, drop your left ear off at your left shoulder and feel that stretch along the right side of your neck. Breathe into the sensation in the forearm, in the neck, in the shoulder, and keep squeezing your shoulders onto your back body, opening up across your collarbone. We're going to take a full minute here, so find your breath. And just see if you can direct that breath to the area of the most sensation. Perhaps you notice that intensity softening already. Keep squeezing your shoulders onto your back and pressing your palms down. 3 more breaths. Gently and slowly bring your head back to center. Release your hands and shake out your wrists. Maybe shake out your shoulders. Then we'll set up for the other side. Plant your palms underneath your sit bones. Scooch all the way onto the backs of the hands. And then squeeze the shoulders onto your back body. Reach and lift the collarbone. This might be a lot. Take a breath. Wherever you feel it is exactly where you need to feel it. If you want to stay here and breathe into the sensation, you can choose that. Or if you dropped the left ear off, we'll drop the right ear off at the right shoulder. Tuning into the sensation along the left side of the neck, left shoulder, left forearm. We're going to take a full minute here. Find your breath. Know that sensation is okay. Pain is not. If you feel any sharpness or pain, just come out of it a little bit. But if you feel intense sensation, know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And breathe into that feeling. By finding our edge, we expand. Keep breathing, 20 more seconds here. So good. One more big breath. Slowly release. The head come back to center. Come off your hands and shake them out. Interlace your fingers and press them away from you. Round your upper back, tuck your chin. And then inhale, come back to neutral and bring the interlaced hands to the back of your skull. Kapala. Press the sit bones down into the mat, lengthen through the spine. Bring your elbows forward and slowly, as slow as you possibly can, start to tuck the chin, keeping the spine long, holding the neck forward with the assistance of the weight of your hands. Notice what the whole rest of the back wants to do. It probably wants to fold in on itself. Can you keep it strong and tall as you stretch the back of your neck? Breathe here. Can you send your inhales down to the belly? And can you lengthen your exhales so that they're a little longer than your inhales? Check in with the spine. 20 more seconds here. Slowly bring the head back up. Release the arms down by your side. and come on to tucked toes. So the toes are tucked so that you're stretching the fascia on the bottoms of the feet and do what you need to do to get even the pinky involved. So make the adjustments that you need. You're going to spend a little bit of time here breathing into the sensation on the bottoms of the feet. We'll invite a little movement in about halfway, but before we do that, settle into stillness. Bring the heels a little closer together. Notice how that changes the stretch in the bottoms of your feet. We're going to stay here for a little while. So if at any point it becomes too much, simply rock your weight forward, take a breath, and then come back in. The feet are the foundation of the entire physical body. When we release tension in the bottoms of the feet, it has ripple effects up the entire body. For anyone with back pain, such an impactful practice. Just a couple minutes of this a day. Now we'll bring some movement in. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, palms come to touch. Exhale, twist to the right. Fingertips reach down towards the floor. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Twist right. And see if you can get the upper back involved in the twist a little more. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. You're doing great. Inhale, center. One more each side. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale up. And exhale, plant the palms in front of you. Slowly come off the toes. Untuck the toes and maybe tap the bottoms of the feet into your mat if that feels good. Be gentle. We're going to come into a puppy pose. Set up your knees directly under your hips. Find a 90-degree angle with your knees. When you have that foundation, walk the hands away from your body. Bring the chest down to the mat. You can find a resting position with your forehead on the mat, or perhaps your chin. Again, notice where you feel the most sensation. Send your breath there. Notice if the hips have shifted forward or back and just realign them over the knees. Trust your proprioception, your awareness of your body and space. Can you walk the hands 3 inches forward? And can you feel the chest and belly fill on your inhale? Breathe here. Perhaps if you started out with your forehead on the mat, you might try inviting your chin. When we spend more time in poses, we give our muscles time to soften into release. It takes about 45 seconds for your muscle fibers to know that they're not in danger when you start to stretch. Once they know that they're not in danger, they begin to release. In these longer holds, we get the full benefit of release. Take 2 more breaths in puppy pose, counteracting the posture that we spend most of our time in. Slowly walk the hands back towards the body. Come up to sit. We'll find a cross-legged pose, one shin in front of the other. Do a couple of forward folds before we come down onto our backs. Place your right shin in front of your left shin. We'll do the same sides together. Interlace your fingers behind your back and inhale to press them down towards the floor away from you as you reach your chest up. Exhale, hinge over the legs. Fold forward and release your hands down onto the mat in front of you. You want your head to be supported. So if you need to stack your fists to make a pillow, go ahead and do that. Or if you have a block, that could work too. Allow your forehead to press into the support. Notice what your sit bones are doing. And can you weight them down the same way you're weighting your forehead down? The arms can be interlaced behind you or on the floor in front of you, whichever feels better. Notice where you feel the most sensation. Perhaps outer right hip. You breathe in to make the sides of your body longer. And exhale, feel supported. Take 2 more breaths here. And inhale to slowly use the hands to walk yourself up. Bring the hands behind you to lean back and simply switch which shin is in front. Nice and easy. Setting up for the second side. You'll interlace your fingers behind you again, but this time the awkward way. So the other pinky on the outside. And inhale to press your palms together, fists down towards the floor away from you as you gaze up and open your chest. Exhale, slowly hinge at the hips. Find support for your forehead, and then choose to keep your fingers interlaced behind you if it feels good to open the fronts of the shoulders, or bring the palms down to the mat in front of your knees. Notice where you feel the sensation here and breathe into it. Forward folds tell our nervous system that it's okay to relax. Feeling of being protected, of being supported. Remember all the women dancing in your circle, all the support, all the fire. As you take two more breaths, and slowly come back up. If the hands are down, use them to walk your body back to neutral. And we'll bring the bottoms of the feet together for a brief butterfly here where we'll do something a little different. Bring the heels as close in or as far away from your hips as feels like your edge. Find the point of most sensation. Good. Press your sit bones down, lengthen through your spine. Soften your shoulders, your eyebrows, and your jaw. And now look down at your feet. Bring your thumbs to the insides of your feet, your fingers to the outsides, other four fingers to the outsides, tops of your feet. And start to massage. Perhaps you massage one thumb on one foot at a time, or you bring both hands to one foot and then switch both hands to the other foot. Massage the top of your foot. Glide the skin along the tendons. Switch sides. Press your thumbs back towards your heels. Take a full minute right now to massage our feet, to pour love into your foundation. Just notice where they need a little extra. Maybe you come up into your ankles, if that feels good, massaging the fronts of your ankles. And then when you're ready, you can release your hands and slowly make your way down onto your back. Take your time to get there. Send the legs long. We'll move into supine twists. First, hugging the right knee into your body. And the right knee energizing up towards your right armpit, and reach your left leg as long as you possibly can. And then use the arms to guide the left knee over to the left. Sorry, the right knee over to the left. And drop it off. Perhaps you shimmy your hips so that they're underneath you. Moving the left hip to the right. And then your arms can come to a T. Your gaze can fall over your right shoulder or up at the ceiling, and you can let your eyes close. Breathe into the right side body. Become aware of the line of energy from right shoulder to right hip. As we are slowing down our practice, you're feeling the women in your circle present, their energy, their lingering love around you. Cheering you on. Really giving the body time to soften into the support of this twist. Take one big breath in. Exhale, side out. And then when you're ready, gently and slowly come back to center. If you've moved the hips over, scooch them back. And send the right leg long to hug the left knee in. Energize your left knee up towards your left armpit. Reach your right leg as long as you can. And then use the arms to bring the left knee over to the right and drop it off. Perhaps you scooch the right hips over to the left. Arms can come to a T. And your gaze can be over your left shoulder or straight up. Eyes can close. Notice all the points of contact between your body and the floor beneath you. Can you get a little heavier into that support? Can you feel how supported you really are? Breathe into your left side body. Notice the connection from left shoulder to left hip. Giving our body a full another 40 seconds to release muscles and fascia along the left side body. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale, side out. Take a final breath here. When you're ready, slowly come back to center. Scooch the hips back to center. And stretch both legs long, reach both arms overhead. Get as tall as you possibly can, fingertips to toes. And then bring the hands in, plant the left bottom of the foot on the mat. And you'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Coming into reclined pigeon. Reach your right arm through the hole in between your legs and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Maybe you bring the left foot up off the mat to pull the whole lower body towards your face. As you do this, energize your right knee away from your face. Push it back towards the left toes. And then bring the whole contraption of the lower body just an inch to the left. Notice what that does to the stretch. Can you soften your shoulders onto the floor? Keep energizing right knee away from your face. Keep pulling the left thigh towards you. Slow, Breath in and out. One more time. Move the legs 1 inch to the left. Notice what that feels like in your body. One more big inhale through the nose. And an exhale through the mouth. The bottom of that exhale, release the left foot back down to the mat. Release the right bottom of the foot down to the mat. Stretch both legs long. Reach both arms overhead and reach through fingertips and toes. Get really long in the side bodies. And then set up for your second side. Plant the bottom of the right foot on the mat, knee is bent, and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Pull it in towards you as you push your left knee away from your face. Feel the sensation and move everything 1 inch over to the right. Good. Can you give your spine full permission to let go as you focus on the sensation in your low body? Feel that warmth from the beginning of practice coming back in, warming from the inside out. Warming especially the areas of sensation, of release. All initiated from that spark you lit in the beginning of your practice with your effortful breath. Now allowing yourself to enjoy the rewards of your hard work. Take 2 more breaths on this side. Ample time to really release. When you're ready, bring the bottom of the foot to the mat. Release your top leg. Maybe windshield wiper your knees side to side for a moment. Loosen up the low back. And then hug the knees into your chest. Leave the head relaxed. Back of the head supported. See if you can get your knees any closer to your chin. Breathe in, feel your belly press into your thighs. And then breathe out, send the legs long to the bottom corners of your mat. Take your time. Release the arms down by your side. Scooch the shoulders onto your back so that your chest is open. Settling in to our final resting pose, Shavasana. Bring your awareness to your breath. Coming back into your body. Know that in this hour you did the hardest thing, which is to slow down. I'll leave you here. Feel free to take as much more Shavasana as feels good to you. If you would like to continue to be informed about these classes, please make sure that I have your email address so I can add you to my list. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.